everybody. Okay, so friends, tonight is all about redemption for me. After we made our little Grinch hand and our Santa hand, I really felt like I had, first of all, I wasn't super happy with it. So I felt like I needed to do something so that we could actually put it up for my husband for Christmas. So tonight I'm going to be doing a wreath. It is going to be Grinchy themed. And friends, it's all because I found at Walmart these window clings and they are adorable. And I had this like moment of, oh, we could do this. So stay to the end because it's like a twofer. It's like a twofer. So stay to the end because you have to see the reveal. It is so fun. And listen, out of everything, my husband loves it. So I feel redeemed. And maybe you could use some of these ideas, or maybe you could recreate it for yourself. I don't know. Anyways, so, oh, and hey, by the way, I'm Colette with Blessings Craft Therapy, if you didn't know. And if you did, thanks so much for coming back. All right, let's get to the redemption. So we're going to start with a pizza pan, and I wiped down both the front and the back with rubbing alcohol. And then I was deciding, now, again, this project has morphed. I was originally going to just use the pizza pan sign, and here I am popping a couple holes with my crocodile, and look I messed it up. Oh, was I mad? I was so mad. So I decided, okay, let's pop another couple holes in this, and I was going to continue on with just doing the pizza pan sign. So I popped a couple more holes. Awesome. I was at Walmart, and look at these window clings I found. I was so excited. So we're going to take the Grinch one, and the Grinch one is going to be on the inside of the pizza pan. So I'm going to peel off that window cling, and no, I didn't use glue. If you want to use glue, you use the glue. But I just didn't. I don't know why. It sticks just fine, just to be honest. So I centered it, and then all I'm using here is a felt wrapped scraper, and I'm just making sure there are no bubbles and wrinkles and all the things. Make sure my Grinchy is on there. Okay. Now, this is where I morphed it. I had this wreath. I actually got it free at Joann Fabrics. It's just a wreath. And I decided, I wonder if, and it does, it fits in this. So what I did was I marked my center hole, and I flipped my pizza pan and decided, all right, let's see. We're going to put the Max, I think his name is Max, right? The dog from the Grinch. And we're going to center him on the bottom. Did the same thing with this window cling as I did with the Grinch. And, just made sure I squeegeed out all of the lumps and bumps. And then I put the little candy canes on. And then I decided to put a bunch of the little snowflakes that are on this. Do as many or as few as you want. Again, I did not glue these. They stick just fine. But if you're really worried about it, or if you want to sell this, I'm not. This is just for our personal use. I didn't use glue. But if you wanted to, you could certainly put a little Mod Podge behind it and glue them down. And again, I put all of the cute little snowflakes on it. Those were all on the window clings as well. Yes, I paid the price. This was like $2, this window cling situation, but it was so cute. And my husband is so obsessed with the Grinch that I had to do it. Plus, we need to redeem ourselves because that hand Grinch situation was not as good as it could have been. So we don't want to have all of those little picks, those little fuzzy picks. I didn't want them to go to waste. So I said, you know what? We're going to do a wreath. It's going to be fine. It's going to be adorable. And this is going to be for my door, by the way. So again, we're just putting on the what are they called? Dang, words are hard. Snowflakes. Again, you don't have to do that part, but I decided I wanted to. If your room is really, really cold, you could heat the pizza pan up with like a dryer or something like that, like a hair dryer or a heat gun, just so that they cling a little bit better. And there we go. So fun. And all I'm doing is just making sure the bubbles are rubbed out. Perfect. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is, here's the, this is that wreath. Now it's upside down right now. And we're going to center where we want our little doggy pizza pan part, right? So I'm going to take some zip ties. And I actually added more holes around the pizza pan just so that we could adhere it with the, I don't think it's called adhering. It's securing it. I don't know. You see what I'm doing. I'm putting zip ties all around, and I'm using those holes that I made with my crocodile. Again, I got my crocodile at Michael's. It is one of the best things I ever bought. I love that stuff. It goes through wood, plastic, metal. It's awesome. But anyway, so I'm putting the zip ties on, but I'm not fully tightening them down because I want to be able to tighten them down evenly so that the sign stays centered. Does that make sense? Okay. And I'm just securing it to the first rung. If you probably can't tell, but this wreath is actually like it's like deep. Does that make sense? Where there's like 3 layers to it. Again, I got mine from Joann Fabrics, but you could use anything. Even a Dollar Tree wreath would work. That would be fine. I should probably look to see what the center width is, but you know, anyways, you get the gist. It's the same size as a pizza pan. It's fine. I'm so excited about doing this because honestly, I hate wasting stuff. And I felt like that Grinchy hand was a little bit of a waste. Like I wasn't happy with it. So I was super excited. So anyways, so we went all the way around and put our zip ties in, and then I tightened them all up and I tried to go evenly so that that sign stayed centered and one side wasn't pulled farther over than another. So after we do that, we're going to go through, and I'm just using my Fiskars wire cutters, and I'm just going to cut all of the excess pieces of those zip ties all along. So I'm just going to pop those off. You could use scissors if you want. You don't have to use wire cutters. It's just easier to do it this way for me. Now, when I was doing this, I was like, oh man, all of the zip ties, you could see the zip ties. I don't like the way this looks. So we have to get creative with trying to cover all of this up. But don't worry, we're going to do it. It's going to be fine. We're going to make it. It's fine. So I decided to use this. It's like an edging. I got it at Dollar Tree. It's like a pom-pom edging. And so all I did was add some glue and just went around. See how there's that little well all the way around it? I just put it in that well and then glued it all the way around. I'm using a new glue gun. I bought it at Walmart. Yeah. And just save yourself some money and some aggravation. I'll show you after why I don't like it, but it wasn't worth the money and I'm irritated by it. Anyways, so you see here, we actually just glued it all the way around. And once I got to the other side of it, I kind of overlapped it because there's a zip tie there. So I overlapped it, went over the zip tie, and then just cut the excess off. I suppose I could have gone around twice, but I decided I was going to. Listen, I wasn't sure this was going to work. Let's be clear about that. So I'm like, I don't want to waste any more. I don't want to waste any more stuff if this isn't going to work. But spoiler alert, it did work. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for you to see it. It's so fun. Anyways, so again, just glue all of that down. And then I decided we're going to go on top of that, and this is same exact thing except it's red, again from Dollar Tree, and I just glued that. So it's kind of like it's right on the edge of where the pizza pan starts to dip for that lip, if that makes any sense. But you'll see here, I'm just gluing it all the way around and making sure that Max, his name is Max. Tell me in the comments if I'm saying that wrong. I think his name is Max, the dog from the Grinch. I just want to make sure that that didn't pop up, which it didn't, and I'm just going all the way around. I'm trying to alternate and make the red ones fit in between the white ones, you know, go all the way around. Look how cute this is though, right? But we still have that problem of, we can still see those zip ties, and that's annoying. So I did that, and then I decided, all right, yes, these are cotton balls. They're cotton balls, but if I'm remembering the Grinch movie correctly, do you remember the part where he's making his Santa outfit and he pulls the stuffing out and he uses that for making his hat? That's why I thought of the cotton balls. You could use pom-poms. You don't even have to do that part, but I just thought it added a little bit of whimsy for me. I don't know. If you don't like that part, don't do it. You just go all the way around. All I'm doing is just gluing those little cotton balls all the way around it's right on the top so that we cover that space between the dog and the end of the pizza pan. So go all the way around. Just be mindful when you're using a glue gun to not touch the glue gun nozzle to the the cotton ball, because it'll get all over your glue gun and it's irritating and annoying. Never mind the fact that I was annoyed by this glue gun to begin with. It's awful, awful, awful. I think it was like $20. It's one of those regular sized glue guns, so it's not a mini glue gun. It's cordless. First of all, it takes a hot minute to fully charge. Second, it doesn't hold a charge for very long at all. Third, this thing just drips and drips and drips, and I will show you. Look at this. Look at the amount of glue that poured out of this thing was annoying. So just, public service announcement. It's not worth it. Just saying. Anyway, so you remember those pics that I had gotten from Amazon that we used on that not so successful Grinch hand? Well, I pulled them off of our Grinch hand, and all I'm doing is sneaking the pics underneath the zip ties and kind of, trying to make them so that they're a little bit more secure. But that's all I did. And I just overlapped them. So where one ended, I tried to put another one so that it was seamless and you couldn't see the end of it. See how that? And I kind of just stretched them out a little bit because they're kind of curly Q kind of vibe with them. So see, that's all I did here. And then I decided that I was going to go around and glue them all down just so that they were more secure. So all I did was put a bead of glue on the actual wreath and the zip ties just so that it covered them. Again, because it was just annoying me. Now that may not annoy you. You may not mind the zip tie look. It's fine. But for me, it was just, And I did this all the way around, making sure that we got all of our Grinchy fur. That fur just makes me smile. It's so cute. Look at how cute this is. I love it so much. So then I decided to make a messy bow, and I'm just using a bunch of different ribbon that I had cut. I did 2 different sizes, long and then some short ones, and it's just crisscross applesauce. You just alternate. And I'm just putting all of my ribbon down. See, I'm just making X marks a spot and just stack it. That's all I'm doing. It's easy peasy. I got all of this ribbon, I think, came from Michael's. And it may not have been all from this year. I always have stuff in my stash, But anyway, so and you'll see I have smaller ones there. I like to make the inside of the bow a little bit shorter just so that it gives some dimension when you put it on whatever you're putting it on, but you do your bows however you see fit. Then I took I think it was just a wired tinsel situation and tied it, and then we just fluff it. We just make sure that it's all, puffed out. This is all wired ribbon, so it made it really easy to make it look pretty. But look at that Grinch. Looks like he's peeking out of the wreath. I am not kidding. I am so jazzed about this. All I'm doing now is taking my wired tinsel situation and wrapping it on my wreath. Just, readjust our bow. And you could leave it just like that, right? Could totally leave it like that. But, I decided, we're just readjusting. But again, you could leave it that way. And wait, you got to see the other side. Look, it's like a 2-4. So this way you could put it on your door. Like my door has windows. I did put a messy bow on the other side as well, so that the dog side had a little bit of a bow. But I don't know about you, but I like to have, because I have a window on my front door, so I like to make sure that the other side looks pretty. So as I was saying before, though, you could leave that bow just like that, but I had a couple more picks that I could use, so then I just snuck them in and behind the bow and into the wreath and adjusted it, secured it, and look at how cute this is. My husband was so excited about this. I'm not even kidding. Look at Stop it, right? Just quit it. Oh, I love it. And okay, so here's the pictures of them, in my craft area. Lovely. But here they are on my door. Here's on my front door. Look at it. That's on the outside. I love it so much. Listen, I think I've redeemed myself. I don't know about you, but it's all good. Anyways, friends, thank you so much for watching. And I hope this inspires you.